On June 30th, 2015, The Adventures of Mr. Bobley was released. On that following day, after having the free will to purchase it on Steam, I immediately installed and enjoyed every minute of the game. But it just wasn't enough. I wanted more Bobley. I wanted something to keep as a living memory for the rest of my life. This isn't where it should end. I needed more. It got to where I would dream of Mr. Bobley every single night. I wrote fan fictions, fan games, and even made other versions of Bobley. I couldn't take it anymore. I needed someone to vent to. But there was only one person that could fulfill the need. Ziza, the mythical creature that made Mr. Bobley from the bottom up. Ziza made him who he is today, and I had the power in my hands to contact him. On September 12, 2015, a few months after the game was out, I contacted Ziza. He accepted my friend request and I demanded that I get to know more. He didn't respond, and I demanded to have the lore of Bobley, with no response. I couldn't give up yet. A year later, April 21st, 2016, I contacted him again after months of no communication. I asked him for the source code of his video game. He gladly uploaded it to his servers and gave me a link. I was shocked. I never had so much power with Bobley before. I didn't know where to start. Another year later, with tampering with the source code, I contacted Ziza again, but this time it was different. I had the source code. I had Mr. Jan Ziza in my control, but at what cost? At what cost should Ziza have freedom? I couldn't stop yet. I talked to him, messaged him several times. I even sent 64 messages in a span of one day, but I could never get a response. Shortly after this plan, I finally got a response, but with my eyes I read, "Stop messaging me." I thought it was the end, but luckily with the powers of Steam, he could not figure out how to block me. A few months later, I started to get heavy with him. I tell him that Bobley needs to have a villain, it needs to be more perfect, but once more, he ignores me for a few more months. Fast forward to September 12th, my birthday. I contact Ziza, I start calling him names because my true love for Bobley doesn't end. While he was offline, I sent 32 messages claiming that he has a black Homo sapien. Without being racist, I concluded that there is nothing wrong with being a furry, or a black man being a furry at most. Calling him a borderline pervert, I decided to say more and hit heavier with more true facts, such as Bobley is mediocre at best, or maybe the old classic, Bobley would be better off without you developing it. After roughly 12 hours, I was greeted with a lack of a magnificent human being on my Steam friends list. Ziza was gone. I check his profile and I see him blocked. How could this happen? What did I do wrong? I thought this Czech Republican would comprehend free speech. I couldn't give up. I contacted my best friend Hank on the situation. I let him know about what went down. I couldn't let my true friend go away like this. I also ring up my good pal Durpan on the situation. He decides to do the mating call in the Bobley fan group on Steam. I couldn't just let my friends do the hard work alone. I also went to call for the almighty Ziza that was once my true friend and companion on Steam. Could this be the end? We'll never know, but the rest is all history now. We'll have to see what happens in the future. Thanks for watching.
Mm-hmm.